My name is Andrea. I'm a physiotherapist, and I'm going to walk you through some stretches for today. So after you do a workout, it's very important to stretch, and we're going to hold each of these stretches for 45 seconds. Okay, so the first one is called the pretzel stretch, and it's going to be like this. You're going to get down on the ground. I'll go from the side, maybe you go from the front, and you'll cross your ankle over your knee. You're going to bring your hands between. Now, some people call this the figure of four. And you can also use just one hand to hold, and you can push back on your other knee. You're going to hold this for 45 seconds. If you want, you can put this foot on a wall so that you don't have to hang on with your hands, if that makes it easier for you. And you should be feeling this stretch in the back of the hip of the leg that crosses over the knee. Okay, it should never be in the front of the hip. It should only be in the back of the hip. The longer hold stretch is also really important so that you can gain length in a muscle. If you don't hold it for at least 30 seconds, it is a waste of time. You don't gain length in a muscle until about 20 seconds. So the 45-second stretch really is actually only a 25 full stretch. Okay, great. Okay, next one, we're going to do the other. I'll do the other side. You would do one on each side, of course. If you find one side's tighter, please do an extra stretch on the tighter side. Okay, next one is called the whale's tail. You're going to cross your knee all the way across your other knee. You're going to bring both knees up towards your chest. You're going to grab onto your feet and pull your feet apart. Now, some people may not be able to reach their feet. If that is the case, you're going to put a towel, wrap it around your foot, grab onto the towel and pull the towel. The other thing I see people doing, which I don't want you to do, is holding your head up like this. Please don't do that. That's going to hurt your neck. So keep your neck down. If you can only reach one leg, you will reach the one that's over top. That's fine. If you can't reach it at the ankle, you can reach it more at the mid part of the leg. And even just a little bit of pulling apart will help. But ideal is to be able to get to the ankles and pull your feet apart like this. This one as well should be felt in the hip on the leg that is over top, and it should be felt in the buttock area again. And again, there should be nothing in the front of the hip.
So Andrea, let's do both sides.
Okay. You'll let me know when it's 45?
Oh yeah, 45.
Okay. It's 45 now? Okay, so switch legs.
And we'll do the pretzel.
We'll do the pretzel one more, yeah. See, now I'm finding that my right side is a little bit tighter, so if I was doing this at home, I'd pause the video and I would do an extra 45-second stretch on my tighter side. That's going to help you maintain symmetry and prevent back problems, back pain, all sorts of things. Again, make sure you breathe normally while you're stretching. Nice deep breaths help your muscle to relax. Stretching isn't comfortable, but by no means should there be any sharp pain. It should just be a discomfort or a pull in the muscle. Okay, and let's do the pretzel on the other side. Again, like I said, you can put your foot on the wall, then you don't have to use your hands. You can just hold with both hands if you'd like and use your elbow to push the knee back. I'll show you what that looks like on this side. Just like this. Many ways you can do it. You want to get, your goal is to be perpendicular with your leg, with your other leg. Okay, great. Next, we're going to do the hip flexors. So sometimes it's good to put your leg on or your knee on a mat or a pillow for this. What you're going to do, you're going to be on your side or on your knees. Sorry, you're going to step forward with one leg. I'm going to show you from this side because it's easier. So what you want to do is just tuck your bum under. Okay, you don't want to just lean, because if you lean, you're putting an arch in your back. You don't want that arch there. So you want to tuck your bum under. Push your hip forward like this, and you should feel that stretch up here, okay? Feeling it there? Good, yeah, yeah. Easier to have your toes pointed down, however you can, if you need to tuck them, and do the same thing. This I find is actually harder on the knee. So better to be like this and tucked, okay? And then you can do a little bit of a lean in so you feel that stretch in the front of the hip. I find this one's my hardest one. Yeah, yeah. Anyone who sits for any length of time is going to have tight hip flexors. This is really important. Okay, and then trade. I'm going to go this way so you can see here. Okay, tucking under, pushing hip forward. Sometimes you will feel this down into the thigh. That's okay. There's another way you could do it if you wanted. You could be standing, tuck the bum under, and just push the hip forward this way. Then you're going to be getting purely in the hip. If your quads are really tight, you should do it this way because you'll feel more in the hip this way. Okay? So I'll just continue on with this one. You can always hang on to something if your balance is off. That's no problem. Okay, good. Now I'm going to do the quads. So if you're already down on your knee, stay on your knee. What you're going to do, you're going to just grab onto your foot with the same side hand and lean forward into it. You can either put your other hand on your knee for rest, you can put it on the floor like Simone's doing, or you could hang on to a wall, couch, countertop, anything really. Just hang on to something to, if your balance is a little bit off, okay? This does require a little bit of balance. Yeah. If you're not feeling a stretch at all doing this, tighten up your glute or your butt. It will increase the stretch tenfold.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah, yeah. And if you can hold that tension on your glute the whole time, your stretch will be improved.
Okay, done.
Yep, okay, switch legs. And then I'm gonna show the second way of doing a quad stretch on my other one. So again, you could hang on to something, you're gonna be standing, and you're just gonna squeeze your glutes. So you can stick with the first way that I did it, that Simone's doing. That's probably a better way to get a deeper stretch with the quad. But if, say, you have knee issues and you don't want to be on your knees, you can do it standing like this as well. Okay, next we've got hamstrings, the oh so important hamstrings. So many ways to do those. I guess I don't have to, you can put your foot on a stool if you have a stool or a low chair. Stick your butt out. Now here's what's important with the hamstrings. If you bend forward at the waist, you're just going to stretch your back. So you want to stick your butt out, arch your back, and then just lean a little bit onto it. You should feel a really nice stretch down here. I have a great stretch down there and I don't have my foot even on a chair. However, if you're more flexible, you can put your foot up on something higher. If you're even more flexible, something even higher.
Like that.
Yeah. There you go, yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
And it's all about sticking the butt out. If you don't stick your butt out, you're not going to get that stretch. This is my tightest muscle for sure. Okay, I'll show you the other way to stretch a hamstring. I'll do my other side on this one. You can continue doing it the first way, or you can stick your leg in this L shape and then just reaching towards your feet. Now, if you're really flexible, you can grab onto your foot, but again, you want to keep that flat back. Otherwise, I'd suggest keeping a flat back. Just think about the butt pulling back, and then just go with your palms up so that you're not really pulling on anything, and just staying in that position. If you're really flexible, then you grab your foot and put your knee down to your forehead down to your knee, but you'd be a yoga master then. So, yeah. Both of these are great ways to stretch the hamstrings. Okay, next is the adductors or the groin muscle. So we're gonna do that one sitting. You can put the soles of your feet together, elbows on your knees, and push the knees down. Such a good stretch.
Definitely my favorite stretch.
Yeah,
of all time.
yeah.
But it's hard.
It is hard, yeah. And you will feel this in the groin.
Is the goal eventually to get down really low?
Yep. I mean, really you want to get the knees lower. So the lower you can get the knees with your elbow, the better.
Okay, so you can push your
Yep.
elbows
Use
down.
your elbows to push down. Yep. Okay, now pecs. We're going to go to the upper body. Pecs can be done many, many ways. If you have a door frame, you can do both at the same time. Otherwise, you would put your arm on something like this and you would lean forward. Corners of walls works. If you have a door frame, like I said, above, so your arms are going to be above 90, and then leaning in through the door frame, you can get them both at the same time. But we're going to do it just one at a time here.
And this one will help with our posture.
Yeah, this will help big time with the posture. If people sit at desks all day, the pecs pull you forward and they create problems in your neck, believe it or not, first, and then also in your upper back and middle back. And they can create numbness in the arms, tingling in the arms. So this is a very, very important stretch. Not just after a workout, but all the time, actually. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do the other side. So again, above 90, and then leaning forward. Okay, and then we're going to go to the neck. So you're going to side bend your head, reach the hand away down towards the ground. Take your hand and put it on the side of your head and pull gently over to one side. Your head should be straight, so you're not turning it. You're keeping your head straight and just going to the side. This feels really good. And again, should be felt over here. Sometimes I have people put their hand behind their back, depending on what keeps your shoulder blade down best. So you can either put it behind you like this. Don't ever hang on to anything when you do this because you can tether your spinal cords. You don't want that. So it's either pushing your arm down or hand behind your back. Okay, other way. Now sometimes people go the other way and you feel it on the same side. If that's the case, just shake your head out a little bit, lift maybe a little, and then go the other way. Depends on how tight you are. I'm one of those tight people. I need to do that. So again, reaching down, pulling over. I just had a massage yesterday, so I can properly stretch today. Massages help, believe it or not. I'd like to encourage 2 more with the neck. So you're going to turn your head and you're going to look down towards your opposite hip. Again, sliding that arm down your side or hand behind the back. This one should be felt more at the back side of the neck and down to the shoulder blade, the top corner of the shoulder blade. This one also, if you turn your head a little bit more to the armpit, a little bit more to the hip, you'll find your sweet spot where you feel the best stretch. That's where you're going to hold it. Okay, and then the other side. This one also feels really good. Mm-hmm. And the 45 seconds really does make a difference. 10 seconds stretch is pretty much not even worth doing. Okay, 3 more stretches. This next one might blow your mind. Grab onto your collarbones, pull down, and look up. Keep your mouth shut. And anybody, or you can pull like this with your hands here on either side of the collarbones. Anybody who sits in an office all day and necks go forward. People with eyesight issues, necks tend to go forward. And when you come out of the stretch, you feel like 10 million bucks.
My mind is already blown.
Yeah. People forget about how tight the front of the neck can be. And it is huge for causing pain. See? All the oxygen rushes to you and you feel like, wow. Okay, biceps. You're going to have a wall. You're going to put your hand on the wall. If you're intermediate, your hand would go like this. And then you just turn your body away from where your arm is. If you're a little more advanced, you can turn your hand backwards like this and then turn. And the stretch should be all the way down the bicep. Ooh, that's too tight for me. I'm going to go a little bit back. I just have a bicep injury right now, so yeah.
A good reminder to not push.
Yeah, exactly. And you can feel some numbness, tingling sometimes with this one. That's okay, as long as when you let off the stretch that the tingling goes away. That can happen just because if you're really tight in the chest area, you're going to get some tingling. Okay, other bicep. I guess as well you could hang on to something. So say there's a table or something back here, you could grab onto the table and just lean forward. That's another way of doing it. Oof, I'm sweating from stretching. Okay, and then last but not least, triceps. So you're gonna flex your elbow like this, touch your hand to your shoulder, push your elbow back. The further back you can get it, the better. I sometimes will pull even my hand behind my head to give it some more distance. To increase that, you could side bend as well. So we're going away, yep, like that. So it looks like that, and you will feel this down the back side here of the arm. We should probably do lats too. Yeah. One more after this. Just because I can feel my lats right now. Okay, other arm.
I like that side bend.
Oh, it feels good. From the back, looks like this. I got my hand kind of just resting here on between my shoulder blades. Okay, so the last one then would be lats. So you're gonna get down onto your knees. You're gonna do the child's pose, except you're gonna go off to one side. So you're gonna slide your arms over one way and pull back. So kind of let some friction occur on your hands and pull back. If you can hang on to, say, a couch leg or a bed leg or something, that actually helps too to pull back. And then from the side, what you're doing here, you're just sitting back on your heels. If you want that stretch more at the shoulder, you push your shoulder out more. If you want that stretch more at your back, you push your hips out more. That muscle will travel from your back of your shoulder all the way down to your hips. So you just pull where you want the best stretch. Okay, we'll do the other way.
Good stretches, Andrea.
Mm-hmm. And if you're having trouble getting down onto your knees again, you can just turn your hand inward, grab onto a corner of a wall, and lean like this too. Then you're getting that stretch as well. So from the side, hands turned in like this.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys, amazing. So you can do this after your workouts, or you could just do it as a standalone day,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. The more stretching, the better.
Yeah, but don't stretch right before the workout because that might weaken the
Yes.
muscles a little bit. Do it after a workout.
After workout. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Andrea.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.